Hey everybody, this is Ramanel again. Today I want to talk about love, and there is no substitute for love. I'm going to read 1 Corinthians 13, starting at verse 1. Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I have become a sounding brass or a clanging cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I can remove mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, but have not love, it profits me nothing. Love suffers long and is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not parade itself, is not puffed up, does not behave rudely, does not seek his own, is not provoked, thinks no evil, does not rejoice in iniquity, but rejoice in truth, bears all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things. 1 Corinthians 13:8, loves never fail, but whether there are prophecies, they will fail, whether there are tongues, they will cease, whether there is knowledge, it will vanish away. 1 Corinthians 13:1 through 8. So love is not what you say, it's what you do. I looked up this illustration on the internet. It said a 67-year-old carpenter died in 1994, and he left a will. And in his will, he said he gonna give $2 billion to the city of East St. Louis, another $1.5 billion to the state of Illinois, and $2.5 billion for the national forest system. And to top it off, he left $6 trillion to the government to help pay off the national debt. That was pretty generous, but the problem was when he died, he only had a 1983 Oldsmobile. So he made a lot of pronouncements that were really generous, but they were meaningless because he had nothing to back them up. So you can say a lot of stuff, you can make a lot of promises, and you can do a lot of stuff, whether it's in church or out the church, but if you have nothing to back them up, it's meaningless. Love is supposed to back up everything we do. So if you want to what we do for the Lord and for people to mean something, it has got to be backed up with love. So let's get into the word. Love is the action word. It's not what you say, it's what you do. This man has said a lot of stuff, but it's all meaningless because he couldn't do none of them because he didn't have the money to give all that stuff away. But let's get into the word. 1 Corinthians 13:1. Though I speak with the tongues of men and angels, but have not love, I have become sounding brass or a clanging cymbal. So some people may try to impress you, about what they say or how they sound, but it's not done in love. It's just noise in God's eyes. Could you imagine somebody just banging on a cymbal? That'll get aggravating. And I think maybe God might get aggravated with all these people who making all these pronouncements and all saying all this stuff, but don't have no love in their heart. So he said, though I speak with tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I have become sounding brass or a clanging cymbal. Man, it's just noise. That's all it is. If it's not backed up with love. 1 Corinthians 13:2. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I can remove mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. No matter how good I preach, how much I study, or how much faith I have in God, if I don't love people, I am nothing in God's eyes. God don't want me or God don't want us to exalt ourselves. He wants us to help people with what we have. So I can have the gift of prophecy. I can understand the Bible from cover to cover. I can have faith so that I can remove mountains. But if I don't have love, I am nothing. All that stuff don't matter if you don't have love. Why did God give you that understanding so you can help people? Why did God help you understand mystery? Why did God give you all that faith so you can help people? God don't give us stuff so we can keep to ourselves. So we must operate out of love. We must. operate out of love. 1 Corinthians 13:3. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, but have not love, it profit me nothing. There is no substitute for love. I can give everything I have to feed the poor. I can give my body to be burned, but if I don't do it out of love, it profit me nothing. God is looking at our motives. We must give and make sacrifice for people because we love them. We must give to somebody that we see hungry because we hate to see them hungry or suffering. It only profits us when we do it out of love. So make every sacrifice you do out of love. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, but have not love, it profits me nothing. But when you do it out of love for people and love for God, that's when you'll receive your reward. 1 Corinthians 13:4 tells us a little bit about love. Love suffers long and is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not parade itself, is not puffed up. Love is patient and kind. Love ain't jealous of other people, but glad when other people make it. Love often works in secret, does not parade itself, it often works in secret. We can help somebody without even telling anybody. We can help somebody without anybody else knowing. Love is not puffed up, because if it wasn't for the grace of God, we would realize that could be us that have the need. That could be us that's in the same shoes of the people we help. So we can't be puffed up. We can't parade ourselves. We can't be jealous of other people. We got to be patient and we got to be kind. That's when you're doing it out of love. 1 Corinthians 13:5, still talking about love, does not behave rudely, does not seek his own interest, does not seek his own, is not provoked, thinks no evil. Love is not rude or selfish. Love don't always question other people's motives, and it doesn't always think the worst about people. Does not behave rudely. It's not rude or selfish. Does not seek his own. That's just what I said. It ain't selfish. It's not provoked. Don't be don't don't be enticed to be made mad either, and think no evil. So we don't always question people's motives, and don't always think the worst about people. And sometimes people could do things and really help you, but they could be rude about it. They could go make a pronouncement to them, but well, I had to help this person. Then they could think, well, why I gotta help you again? They could think evil of people. But we must do things out of love. I know the Bible say, don't cast your pearls before swine. And that is true. You don't give your good deeds to people that gonna ruin you. But you got to have love in your heart for people to help people when they really need it. Love is not rude or selfish. It don't always question people's motives, and it don't always think the worst about people. So you can help somebody without telling anybody, and you can help somebody just because you love them. 1 Corinthians 13:6 does not rejoice in iniquity, but rejoice in truth. It takes no pleasure in wrongdoing, but has joy in what's true. Some people just happy when they hear about somebody doing wrong, or some people just happy to do wrong. But love take no pleasure in wrongdoing, but have joy in what is true. I mean, we gotta have joy in what is true. We gotta really love people. 1 Corinthians 13:7 bears all things, believe in all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love bears all things, never give up on people, believes all things, never stop trusting, especially in God. Hope all things, and never lose hope, endures all things. Love never quits, love never fails. I mean, I know some stuff happen to people, and they say, well, I ain't gonna help nobody else. That's not love. Yeah, one person might have did you wrong, but the next person might really need your help. So love endures all things. Love never loses hope, and never quits. So don't let nobody, because of what they done to you or how they took advantage of you, stop you from loving other people. First Corinthians 13:8, love never fails. But where there are prophecies, they will fail. Where there are tongues, they will cease. Where there is knowledge, it will vanish away. Love will never end. Prophecies, tongues, knowledge, they might end, but love will never end. There is no substitute for love. Don't let nobody stop you from loving and helping other people because love never fails. I remember one time I was at this restaurant picking up lunch for my co-workers, and this lady came and asked me for a little bit of money. So I thought she was gonna go in there and buy some food and eat. So I gave her a little bit of money, and she went the other way. I said, man, I thought you were gonna buy her something to eat. I thought she was hungry. I guess she wanted it for something else. Then the very next day, I was at the same restaurant, and this man came and asked me for some money. I thought about what this lady did, but I gave the man the money anyway. And he went in there and bought him something to eat, and he ate. Then the next time I came to that restaurant, the same man came and approached me. He gave me my money back, and he said, "Thank you for helping me. See, I'm a veteran. I was hungry, and my check ain't came yet. I just needed something to eat." And he gave me my money back. I was thinking, man, what if I let what that lady did stop me from helping that man? Man, I would have passed the opportunity of actually feeding somebody who was hungry if I let what that lady did stay in my mind and say, well, I ain't no help nobody else. What I'm saying is, love never fails. You got to keep walking in love. Yes, some people going to take advantage of you, but some people need your love. Keep walking in love. There is no substitute for love. Y'all have a blessed day.